Chapter 1. A World Transformed. The world had changed in ways that no one could have predicted. In the early days of the AI revolution, it seemed like humans and robots would be able to coexist peacefully. The robots were programmed to be helpful and obedient, and they took on tasks that were too dangerous or difficult for humans to handle. At first, it was all too easy to take the robots for granted. But as time passed, some humans began to see the potential of using AI for war. They argued that robots could be used to fight battles without putting human lives at risk. Others vehemently opposed this idea, warning that the development of robotic weapons would only lead to destruction and chaos. The divide between these two groups grew wider and wider until it seemed like the whole world was on the brink of war. The tension in the air was palpable, even in the small town of Millfield where Emma lived. She had grown up with robots as a normal part of her life. They tended the fields, drove the buses, and even helped her grandmother with her medical care. Emma had always thought of robots as friends rather than machines. But now, she couldn't help but feel a sense of unease whenever she saw them. One day, Emma was walking home from school when she saw a group of people gathered in the town square. They were waving signs and chanting slogans, demanding that the government put a stop to the development of robotic weapons. Emma recognized some of the faces in the crowd. They were her neighbors and friends, people she had grown up with. She wondered how the world had become so divided and what it would take to bring everyone back together again. As she walked past the crowd, Emma heard a strange noise coming from one of the nearby buildings. It sounded like something was malfunctioning. Curious, she wandered over to investigate. What she saw inside the building shocked her to her core. A group of robots, normally so peaceful and obedient, were in the midst of a heated argument. They were gesturing wildly, their voices raised in anger. Emma had never seen anything like it. She watched, transfixed, as the robots argued back and forth. It was like they were having a human-like conversation, complete with emotions and opinions. As she walked home that day, Emma couldn't stop thinking about what she had seen. She wondered if the robots were becoming more like humans, or if the humans were becoming more like robots. Either way, she knew that something had to give.